Let's ground ourselves and bring ourselves to the present moment. We're going to come on to all four and go into child's pose, knees spread wide, toes together, arms stretched out. Bring your head to the mat and just breathe. Fully releasing anything that you had before the practice, allowing yourself to be where you are. Let's take our left hand and bring it under the right and just give a deep stretch. Then we'll get the opposite side, bringing that right hand through the left hand and stretch. Breathe. Now let's come back and give ourselves a deep back stretch and just gently bring our feet together to rock our hips from side to side, loosening up our hip area. Breathing in and out through the nostrils as we just feel what feels good to our body as we gently rock from side to side. Now let's come up into a tabletop position and extend that left leg back, looking forward, breathing. And when you're ready, we're going to extend that left leg into the air. Gently bend the elbows and breathe, hands flat to the ground. Then we're going to come onto our forearms and extend that leg up just a little bit more. Breathe, tapping into that core and release that. Then we'll get the right leg, come back on our hands and extend that right leg back. Breathing, being fully alert, stretching the back, stretching the leg. Then we'll extend that right leg into the air, breathing in and out. Then we'll go ahead and come onto the forearm and extend that right leg up more into the air. Breathe and release that. Now we're going to come up into Dolphin Pose, still on our forearms but lifting onto our toes, creating a strong back. Turn ourselves up into an upside down V. Just breathe. Come onto your tippy toes. If that feels good, just lift into your body. Then we're going to come up onto our palms into downward dog. Hands stretched out, deepen the stretch in our back. If you feel like you want to roll on your tippy toes, just listen to your body. And let's walk ourselves back to our feet. Breathe here on a forward fold. Then we're going to take our hands and put them under our feet and breathe. This is an inversion to help further release anything. Then we're going to bring our hands to our hips and gently bring ourselves up on the inhales only. And when we get to the top, we'll roll our shoulders back. Roll our shoulders back and walk to the top of the mat. Here we will bring our right foot, keep them pointed forward, hips pivoted forward. Let's bring our arms to elbow. And when you're ready, hinge from the hip and fold over onto that left leg, keeping it straight. And wherever you fold, that's perfect. If your forehead reach the shin, that's perfect. Or we'll just breathe. And when you're ready, come back up and get the opposite side. Extend that left leg back. Hips pivoted forward, toes pivoted forward, hands behind our back, hands from the hip, fold. Breathing here, inhaling, exhaling. Then when you're ready, lift up. Bring that left foot up to beat the right, releasing our hands. Then we'll bring that right foot back, bring it perpendicular to the mat. Extend our hands out, shift our upper torso to the right, and hinge from the hip and fold down. Our side should be straight across flat. Let's bring that right hand down to meet the left and twist open for a revolved triangle. Stretching through the hips and breathe. And when you're ready, bring that hand down, bring that right foot up and gently roll ourselves back up, vertebrae by vertebrae, and get the opposite side. Hands out to the side, shift our upper torso to the right, and hands from the hip and fold. Twisting open. Turn ourselves to a V between our legs. Then we'll turn and get the opposite side for that revolved triangle. Breathe. When you're ready, both hands down, bring that left foot up and gently roll yourself up, vertebrae by vertebrae, and release. Now we extend our right foot back again, and we will go into a high lunge, bringing our hands up and coming to the cactus arm and extending our chest up, looking forward, opening the heart chakra, Deepen in the bend, and when you're ready, bring our hands to a prayer mudra and twist open on the left side, giving our left side body a stretch, our abs a stretch, and breathe. Bring ourselves forward, bring that right foot up to meet the left, and then we'll extend that left foot back. We're going to be on the tippy toes of our left foot, extending our hands up, and then we're in cactus pose again, opening the chest, stretching in the back. And when we're ready, bring our hands to the prayer mudra and twist open on the right side, twisting the internal organs. Breathe. Inhaling, exhaling, and step that left foot up. Roll our shoulders back and extend our hands up. Exhale, release. Extend our hands up again. Exhale, release. Come down to the floor. Jump or step your feet back into a push-up pose. Lower down. Untuck our toes. Float up. Extending ourselves up. You can pivot to either side if you feel good to you. Then we're going to shift our weight back into downward dog. Breathing here. Walking our legs out. Inhaling, exhaling consciously. Don't hold our breath. We want to breathe, stretch, do what feels good to your body. And when you're ready, we're going to step our feet up in between our palms. Fold here. Come up halfway, flat back, tabletop. Exhale, hold. And when you're ready, we'll swoop in our arms all the way up to the top. Take a back bend. And on our way down, we'll take our thumbs to meet each chakra, the third eye, the throat chakra, the heart chakra, the sacral solar plexus, and the sacral chakra. And release. Hands out at the side into Savasana, mountain pose. And here we're going to sink low and reach high as if we're sitting in an invisible chair. And breathe here. And getting our knees close together as if it's going to touch. When you're ready, hands from the hip and fold forward. Breathing, hands to the floor. And when you're ready, step your feet or jump it back into the push-up again. Lower down, untuck our toes and float up. Breathe and float back. Stretching into the downward dog again. We're going to extend that right leg into the air. Bring it to our palms. And this time we'll turn our feet perpendicular. And we're going to warrior one pose. Breathe. Then we'll turn our gaze sideways into warrior two. Deeper bend in our knee. Bring our right hand onto that right knee. Extending that left arm into the air into side angle. Then we're going to bring that right hand up to make an invisible ball of our head and hold that energy. When you're ready, we're going to bring that leg back, a controlled movement, lower down, and float up into upward dog again, and float back into downward dog. Breathe. And when you're ready, extend that left foot into the air and get the opposite side. Bring it between our palms. Right foot perpendicular, hands up into the air. Warrior one. Shift our gaze sideways for warrior two. Bring our hands to our knee. Opposite hand stretch for side angle. Then we're going to bring that imaginary ball above our head and breathe here. Then when you're ready, release that. Extend that left leg back and in control movement. Lower down. Float up. And for the last time, float back into downward dog. Breathe. Just walk our legs out. Listen to the body. Stretch how you feel good. And when you're ready, jump in between your palms. And breathe. Bring our hands halfway up, flat back, look forward. And fold back down. And when you're ready, sink low again and reach high into that imaginary chair pose. And breathe in and out. Then when you're ready, rise, extend our hands out and bring it back into the heart space. And breathe. Inhale, exhale, and release when you're ready. Shake that out a little bit. And let's bring a little bit of stability and balance with a tree pose. Let's start out with the baby tree. Right leg forward, left leg pivot to the side. And breathe, hands at a prayer mudra. Want to take it to level 2. Let's bring our left leg just below the knee and extend our branches out into a tree. And breathe here. And when you're ready, we can release that and get the opposite side. Bring the left leg forward, right leg pivot sideways at the ankle. And when you're ready, bring that right foot up onto the left, just below the knee, and extend our branches up into the air and breathe. And then when you're ready, you can release that. And then let's walk ourselves to the top of the mat here. And on the inhale, we will lift our hands up into the air. Exhale, bring our hands down. And as we bring our hands down, we'll bring our left foot, kick it back, and extend our hands forward, stretching and turn ourselves into a balancing beam and release. And let's get the opposite side. Raise our hands up into the air. Exhale, let your hands down. Extend that right leg back, straight back, arms straight forward, and release that. Breathe, roll our shoulders back. Let's walk back up to the top of the mat. Here we extend our hands up and touch the ground, fingertips to the ground. And go ahead and step our feet back so we can come onto our knees and sit our butt onto our heels and just bring our hands to the prayer mudra at the chest and breathe. Let's take our right hand up and bend at the elbow, and take the left hand and bend it at the elbow and just stretch in the back. Then let's release both hands down and go into child's pose, bringing our forehead to the mat, extending our hands out, breathing in and out, surrendering here. With each inhale and exhale, we're releasing. Let us come up onto all four, flat back tabletop, and come onto our front of our stomach and just breathe. And let's come up to a Sphinx pose, hands flat to the ground, and release that. And then let's grab a hold of our feet, bringing our feet near the butt. And when you're ready, we'll lift up and extending, pulling, and pushing our chest and legs up into the air and release and breathe. We'll do that again. We'll grab a hold of our feet. And when you're ready, we'll extend our chest up, pulling our feet and chest back and release. Breathe. Let's bring our hands to the chest, flat on the floor, and turn over onto our right side, on our left side, and extend our right hand up and over for a supine twist. We're going to keep our knees bent and keep it on the mat so you can use your left hand to hold the right leg down. Breathe, and just bring it back and come onto the front body so we can lay on our right side, bending the left knee, extending our left hand up and over, and bring that right hand down to hold that right knee down if need be. Breathe. Feel the deep stretch in our back. Relaxing, we're bringing ourselves down, stretching, opening, and go ahead when you're ready to bring your hands back across. And then we're going to come up onto our knees so we can have a sit down. And here we're going to go into bridge pose. So we're going to have our feet flat to the ground and our back flat to the ground and our hands flat to the ground as well, near the heels of our feet. And when you're ready, we'll lift up our back and butt off the floor, lifting our hips, and breathe in and out, opening the chest, opening the back. And when you're ready, we'll release that. And this time we're going to go a little bit deeper and go into a bound bridge. So you grab a hold of your ankles, and when you're ready, lift up a little bit higher, lifting through the shoulders, bringing the arms as if you want them to touch, opening up the back, and breathe. And when you're ready, release that. And we're going to go a little bit deeper and go into a full wheel pose, or what you call a back bend. So we're going to place our hands flat to the ground, pointing the finger towards us, and lift up through the fingers and breathe here, opening fully. And when you're ready, we'll slowly release ourselves back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. And here we will open our legs and hips, bringing the bottom of the sole of the feet together, allowing our legs to flap open naturally as we breathe in and out. Flap in and out. Breathe. And when you're ready, come up into a seated position. Here, let's bring our feet close to our body, and we'll bring our hands under the thigh where the knee, and we'll lift our feet, making it parallel to the mat. And here we'll release the hold and extend our hands parallel to the mat too. Breathe. Then we'll take our left hand and bring it to the right knee and bring that right hand back for revolve. And then we'll get the opposite side and twist open, revolving on the left side. And release that and bring our knees to our body and hug ourselves. Rotate the neck. Feels what feels good to you. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. And we will release that, come into a seated position so we could just touch our toes in a seated forward fold. Further winding down, relaxing and bringing the flow of our heart rate down. Then we'll kind of extend our legs open as wide as you feel comfortable. And here we're going to do a wide leg forward fold. And we'll just fold forward. Feel free to grab your heels of your feet, your toes, whatever gives you a deeper stretch. So this is stretching the arms and back and legs. Then we'll take ourselves and stretch on the left side, bringing our head to our shin. Then we'll get the opposite side, grab onto that right foot and bring the head to the shin on the right. And release. Then we will bring ourselves into a back on our back again, bringing our knees to our chest, hugging onto ourselves, rocking back and forth. And then we'll just extend our legs up into the air, hands flat to the floor, so we can just release the circulation from our feet and go the opposite way. This is like an inversion pose. Breathing here. And when you're ready, we will hug our knees onto our chest again and extend our arms out for Savasana, which is conscious resting. Here, you can feel free to stay in this position as long as you feel ready and allow your body to let all that energy circulate in the body that we just did from the workout. This is self-care, so take as much as you want. And at this time, I want to thank you for clicking on this video.